Welcome to this explainer. If you're over 40 and you're noticing your eyes just seem to get tired a whole lot faster than they used to, I want to tell you right out of the gate, you're definitely not alone. A lot of us start noticing these pretty profound changes in our eye comfort and visual stamina right around this stage of life. Sometimes it hits you all at once, or maybe it's just a slow, creeping fatigue. But don't worry, we're going to walk through this together and guide you towards some real, practical relief.
Think about how your eyes actually feel by the end of a long day. Really think about it. Maybe they feel completely strained after just an hour or two of focused computer work. Or maybe reading a good book, which used to be your favorite way to unwind, now feels more exhausting than relaxing. Or perhaps your eyes just feel incredibly heavy, achy, and totally drained by the time evening rolls around. Honestly, these experiences are so common. It's a real physical discomfort, it's frustrating, and if you're going through this, what you're feeling is entirely valid.
But here is something absolutely crucial to understand right from the start. Eye fatigue after 40 isn't just some inevitable part of getting older that you simply have to accept. In so many cases, it's actually our daily habits and lifestyle factors playing a huge compounding role. It's like a domino effect of our environment and routines stacking up over the years and decades. So, figuring out exactly what's adding to your eye fatigue can truly help you support your vision and get back that everyday physical comfort.
Okay, let's take a quick look at our roadmap for today. We'll cover the reality of eye fatigue, followed by screens and focus strain. Then we'll uncover some hidden causes of discomfort, discuss why nutrition and lighting matter, and finally wrap up with practical habits for relief.
Section 1. The reality of eye fatigue. The compounding factors of aging and modern lifestyle.
Your eyes are doing heavy lifting every single day. Literally, from the second you wake up and check that phone, they're on the clock. They're reading, driving, and navigating a really complex world. They're locked onto screens, watching TV, zeroing in on tiny details like the fine print on a medicine bottle, and constantly adjusting to different lighting as you move indoors and out. Modern life really forces our eyes to work nonstop without a meaningful break. It's a visual marathon, day in and day out. Honestly, the sheer amount of processing we ask of our visual system today is pretty much unprecedented in human history.
Moving on to Section 2. Screens and focus strain. How modern habits impact vision.
So many of us spend hours upon hours glued to phones, tablets, computers, and TVs. And sure, screens are just a normal part of life now, but all that screen time creates a very specific kind of strain. In fact, our sources point out a fascinating yet kind of troubling fact. We actually blink noticeably less when we're staring at screens. Blinking is your body's built-in windshield wiper. It keeps the eyes lubricated, clears away dust, and keeps things comfortable. So when your blink rate takes a nosedive, your eyes dry out and get irritated super fast. That's a huge reason why you get that burning sensation, the blurry vision, and that heavy fatigue when 5 o'clock hits.
Now let's talk about the biology of what's called focus strain. Our eyes just weren't built to stare at bright, close-up objects for hours on end. When you focus intensely like that, the tiny ciliary muscles inside your eyes actually get exhausted, just like your legs would after a grueling run. And after 40, there's another piece to the puzzle. We experience a natural drop in flexibility called presbyopia, meaning the lens of the eye physically gets more rigid. It makes it so much harder for your eye to switch focus between near and far. This right here is exactly why so many adults suddenly find themselves reaching for reading glasses, or needing a much brighter light just to read the dinner menu.
Section 3. Hidden causes of discomfort, beyond just screen time.
There are quite a few environmental factors that sneakily steal moisture and energy right out of your eyes. For starters, as we age, our natural baseline tear production can drop. And tears aren't just for crying, They form this complex protective shield that is absolutely essential for keeping your eyes comfortable and safe. Without enough of it, your eyes just feel perpetually scratchy. Toss in dry indoor air, constant AC, or a fan blowing right at you, and things get significantly worse. But internal factors are a huge deal too. Take hydration. If your body is dehydrated, your eyes are going to struggle to stay moist. Drinking enough water consistently really does matter for your vision. And let's not forget sleep and stress. If your body is exhausted, your eyes are exhausted. Plus, chronic stress builds immense physical tension. Your muscles tighten up, and that tension often shoots straight to the tiny muscles around your eyes, causing those terrible tension headaches and serious visual exhaustion.
Section 4. Nutrition and lighting matters, supporting your eyes daily.
Setting up the right physical environment is an absolute game changer for your eyes. Think about the stark difference between poor and optimal conditions. Poor conditions mean staring at bright, glaring screens in a dark room. Forcing your eyes to handle that intense, localized light in the dark is practically like shining a flashlight straight into your pupils. It causes massive, unnecessary strain. Now compare that to optimal conditions. Just making a few simple, deliberate tweaks can make a world of difference. Try turning down your screen brightness to smoothly match the ambient room lighting, improve your overall lighting so there's no harsh contrast, and simply bump up the text size on your devices so you aren't squinting. These little adjustments give your eyes a much-needed break from working overtime.
On the inside, your daily nutrition is basically the foundation for visual comfort. Your eyes really rely on some specific powerhouse nutrients to function at their best, maintain that protective tear film, and age well. We're talking about vitamin A, omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, lutein, and zeaxanthin. And the good news? You don't necessarily need a cabinet full of expensive supplements to get these. You can get them naturally, right from the grocery store. Eating whole foods like leafy greens, bright carrots, fatty fish, eggs, and dark berries gives your eyes the high-quality fuel they need to keep their structures strong and their moisture levels up for the long haul.
Finally, Section 5. Practical habits for relief, taking action for comfort.
This brings us to one of the simplest yet most brilliantly effective tools you can use every single day, the 20-20-20 rule. It's incredibly easy to remember, and hey, it costs absolutely nothing. Here's how it works. Every 20 minutes of focused screen time, you just stop and look at something about 20 feet away for just 20 seconds. That's the whole shebang. For our eyes, looking 20 feet away is pretty much like looking at infinity. That brief 20-second break gives those overworked focusing muscles a critical window to just let go, relax, and hit the reset button. It perfectly interrupts that exhausting focus strain we talked about earlier.
Beyond the 20-20-20 rule, there are a few other incredibly restorative habits you can weave into your day. Try to practice conscious blinking. When you sit down at your computer, physically remind yourself to blink fully and often. And step outside when you can. Getting some natural, ambient light and just letting your gaze drift off toward the distant horizon is basically free therapy for tired eyes. Building in these deliberate moments of visual rest is an absolute must for your daily comfort. And this is a big one. Make sure you're getting regular comprehensive eye exams. This becomes so much more important after 40. A good exam does way more than just figure out if you need new glasses. It helps your doctor catch potential underlying issues early on. Whether it's an outdated prescription making you quietly squint all day or the first signs of dry eye syndrome, catching it early is always your best defense. I really want you to keep this thought in mind. Your eyes deserve care. Your health deserves attention. Please, don't just accept tired, burning, incredibly heavy eyes as some unavoidable reality of life after 40. Small, intentional daily habits like getting better sleep, staying properly hydrated, turning down harsh screen glare, eating nutrient-packed foods, and seeing your eye doctor regularly. All of these things work beautifully together to make a profound, lasting difference in how you feel. So, I'm going to leave you with a question to mull over today. What small habit will you change today to give your eyes the rest they truly deserve? Will you drink just one extra glass of water this afternoon? Maybe turn down the brightness on your phone before bed tonight. Or how about setting a quick timer to try out the 20-20-20 rule during your next work session? If you found this explainer helpful, please take a second to hit the like button, subscribe to the Renewed After 40 channel, and share this with a friend or family member who might be rubbing their tired eyes at the end of the day too. Your eyes do so much for you. Let's give them the gentle care, the rest, and the support they deserve. Thanks so much for hanging out and learning with me today.